Hey folks, this is Bobby with Renaissance Game Supply. So recently I had to spend 14 days out in Reno for a work assignment. So while I was out there, I kind of splurged a little bit, checked out some shops, bought some stuff. So that's what this video is going to be about, kind of showing you some of the things I picked up. And again, none of this stuff is like super valuable. It's just collectible and kind of nostalgic to me. So I picked it up. A lot of this stuff was sets when I was in store. When I was a store owner, so it just kind of felt nice having it again because I lost it all. So I started grabbing some of these books. This is Shadows over Innistrad, Magic Origins, Eldritch Moon, Aether Revolt, Amonkhet, Kaladesh. So those were all the sets that I had that had come out while I was still a store owner. And there, I mean, obviously sets before that as well, but then I had to sell the store. But these are sets that came out after the fact, which I did not have. So there's, you got Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan. And then these I had to have because these were sets that came out long before I even started collecting or playing Magic. So you get Scars of Mirrodin, Mirrodin Besieged, and New Phyrexia. So these players guides are pretty nice. I mean, they're not like valuable, and some people don't even bother collecting them at all. I like them. I think they're neat. I can put them in a binder. So yeah, it's kind of neat to see all those. And they were pretty cheap. I don't even think I paid more than $2 a piece for most of those. The older sets, yeah, I paid a little bit extra. But I bought a bunch of singles while I was out there. And I did some videos on some of these, so as you can kind of see, I'll just run through real quick. There's quite a few I picked up, and a lot of these are going to be personal collection type cards. And again, I didn't have to pay a lot for them, so that's why I can afford to hang on to them and not have to flip them and get my money back and then reinvest and buy more, so to speak. So this one here was kind of the last grouping I had or bought while I was out there. And I think I did a video on some of these, but not all of them. And I don't normally store my stuff in a plastic bag. I was just in a pinch trying to get out the door. So this was the last thing I got, was Breaker of Silence, Battle at the Bridge. I got a pair of those. Hero of Iris, Riders of Galvany. I picked up 2 of those. Bethnic Biomancer, 2 Young Pyromancers, Lightning Runner. And then I found a Loyal Apprentice, which I've actually started to see kind of move in price. This one here is what I would consider damaged. There's some surface issues and whatnot with it. And then there's a slight indentation at the top. But still, I mean, this was a bulk common or uncommon card. So I picked it up, and I think now they're somewhere around $3 for a minty, fresh version of it. But anyway, I'll hang on to it. If it ever goes $5-10 or something, I'll probably let it go in a damaged condition. But still, anyway, so that is that. And then I found a bunch of these, just kind of older school stuff that I didn't really have. I love these sets. So anytime I can get red enchantments, I love those. Anything like devils, demons, goblins, that kind of sort of stuff, I'll pick up. Destruction of artifacts, I always try to grab stuff like that. White enchantments, I try to get. This really cool black art. More lands. Drakes, I've been starting to collect that. Even though that one's probably damaged, it's still worth hanging on to. Art. Horrors, I love collecting horrors. Green enchantments that affect flying, I always like to pick that up. Engineered Plague, anything with goblins on it, dragons. Just always collect the art, and eventually I'd like to have like one of every type of art out there is for goblin and elves and such. But anyway, that's enough for the singles, because I've already done enough videos on that lately. I don't know if I showed the comic books I was able to pick up while I was out there, but if I didn't, there you go. So I thought that was kind of cool. Wonder Woman, black and gold. And the cool thing about it is it's very thick. It's got kind of a rigid spine to it, which I like. This is issue number 2. But the neat thing about it was the art is black and gold, so that was pretty cool. Black, white, and gold, I should say. Anything old or older of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I always get. Let's see here. Walking Dead, I always pick up Walking Dead stuff, and this one here happens to be issue 27 and 23. This one here is called Sex. It's Image. This was issue 11. I thought it was kind of interesting. I'd pick it up, and I don't know, I might finish collecting that. And anything Vampirella. I just started getting back into collecting Vampirella. I lost my entire collection. I used to have all kinds of old school stuff, so I'll just start picking this up again. It's pretty cool. That kind of reminds me of the Magic Amonkhet set. Vengeance of Vampirella. And then the crossovers where they do Vampirella versus Purgatory. I always try to collect that sort of stuff too. I won't stay focused on this too long. I'll just kind of go through the covers, which I thought were neat. And then any Magic the Gathering comics I usually try to pick up. They had numerous copies of this one, so I figured I'd grab myself one. Here's another one. A little bit more Walking Dead stuff. So that one there was issue 27 of the deluxe. This is deluxe as well. This is issue 39. Sex number 4. Deluxe issue 28. So I got a pretty good run of deluxe now. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is cover B, issue 116. And this is probably my favorite part. Strain number 1. Oops. This is a 6-part series. If you connect all the covers, it shows them kind of inner turmoil fighting them amongst themselves. So usually I see these for $150 to $200 on eBay, not for the individual cover, but just for the set. So I got 5 more to collect. I've always wanted these alternate covers. This here was kind of cool. X-Men from Pizza Hut back in the day. It's a 2-comic series, a little micro-sized. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. And whoops, I was gonna save that one for last. Amazing Spider-Man number 600. Ant-Man number 1. I thought I lost mine when I sold my store, so I picked up another one. And this is why I wanted to save this one for last. This is actually Nightfall number 11, the actual breaking of Batman's back. Bane is breaking his back over his knee. It's not a hard issue to find, but for $8, that's a pretty good pickup. And they had another one, so I went ahead and picked up another one. There's nothing wrong with having numerous copies of a key issue. But all in all, I would have to say of all the cards and of all the comics I found this week, and just of like some players' handbooks or hand guides and stuff like that, I would have to say that this one here is probably my favorite collectible. And for the keen eye out there, you probably are already realizing that this is a playmat. But this isn't just any playmat. This is a playmat that when I first saw it came to our store, it was supposed to be prize support for a very particular game day. And at that point, I was kind of a little envious of players in the sense that I didn't want to compete in the event. I wanted players to be able to get this as a nice reward. But I always told myself, if and when this ever came available, that I didn't have to go online and buy, I would buy it. So here I did. I went ahead and bought it. And this is the Fate Reforged Game Day Champion Ugin the Spirit Dragon mat. I absolutely love this mat. And if any of you out there know, I actually have numerous decks with Ugin the Spirit Dragon in it. I'm going to be finding sleeves here pretty soon. I'm absolutely obsessed with this Planeswalker. It's my favorite one. I love playing it on Arena. And a lot of times when it splashes on the battlefield, people generally will scoop, or they'll let me use it once or twice, and then before it can even ultimate, they'll just quit. So great card, awesome playmat. It's in fantastic shape. There's no stains, there's no colorings on it, there's no different colored inks. I just didn't see any damage. I might have paid a little bit extra than what I normally would for it, but this is the first time I've seen one in the wild, so to speak. And I've been to a lot of gaming stores over the past 6 or 7 years since I've sold my store. So yeah, I just had to have it. I didn't care what it cost. I paid $75 for it, which might be probably $25, $30, maybe even $40 more. I didn't see any completed sales on eBay recently, so anyway, had to have it. Now I own it. Appreciate having it, and I just gotta get a mat tube to put it in there. But super excited to have this card. So some of my videos coming out might actually have this kind of in the background when I'm doing singles and stuff like that. That was another reason why I wanted to have it. Anyway, sorry for the long video. Thanks for watching.